think that you'd want to go to a not easy mode stream. I don't know. End game. Oh. Wow, look at you. It's alright there, Sunbro. I'm looking through tags on Twitch. They got rid of communities and now they got tags.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
You got rid of communities?
Yeah.
What is a community on Twitch like?
It was basically you just like said you're a part of a community, and so when people went to that community, they'd find
They'd see
streamers.
like a list of all the people that are part of it?
Yeah, and you could only pick like 3 at a time. It was like, you know, if you had like a chill stream, you'd be, so I had us under chill stream, right?
Yeah.
But now they have a whole bunch of tags, and they have set tags. You can't just make new tags.
Oh, I didn't want to pop out player. I wanted to pop out chat.
Casual, sure. We're casual playthrough. How's that sound? Brick building. Ooh, isn't that? Oh, that's not us. Body painting. Ooh. Beginner players. Pretty much. That might as well be me. Automotive. Yeah. Yeah, that's us. Alright, there we go. We're part of the automotive tag. Oh, I thought that said braking, but it says baking. I was about to say I brake all the time. Is there going? Anime. Well, that's my stream. I can have up to 4. All pick. What the heck? A MOBA game? No, I don't. Achievement hunting? Kinda. Competitive multiplayer. Multiplayer for streams that focus on multiplayer mode of a game. I mean, that's Rocket League. Bam. Look at that. We got tags.
We got
Dude,
tags.
we're in that algorithm. So good. Oh, I'm hitting my keyboard. I was about to invite Angel. Angel, you want to play some Wacky Laggy?
That would be something. Does she even have the game?
Probably not. Look at this. I got a new emote today. You want to see?
Sure.
It's not for our chat. Bam! Look at that.
Huh.
Freaking K Fox gifted me a.
Oh, hey, Angel.
Up, Angel.
Do you remember this story? The gas station attendant who struck up a conversation with me, and told me, "Hey, you should try out this cool game called Overwatch."
Yeah.
I forgot that he started the story with, or he started with. He was talking about his pre-built that he bought for like over $1,000. I was like, yeah, I put a PC together not too long ago. He was like, what do you play? Let me guess, Fortnite? I was like, God damn, dude, what the hell?
You're probably one of those Fortnite kids, aren't you?
Yeah, he said it with that kind of disgust. Like, if you're just gonna say Fortnite because it's the most popular goddamn thing in the world right now, I get it. If you're just like playing the odds, but he said it with that kind of like, psh, let me guess, Fortnite. I play real games like Overwatch.
Like
which,
Overwatch,
you know, I think Overwatch is way better, but I wouldn't. You know, what is Overwatch more intellectual? is this the wordy of video games?
All right, later, pirate. Nice of you to stop by for a little bit. I see you.
Our good noodle pirate.
Good noodle pirate. I'm going to Ninja stream. Or else I would call you a hypocrite. No, traitor. That's the word. Against pirates. Where's the car? There's fucking 3 cars that we. Oh, I already looked at them. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be this piece.
Fortnite's not for me, but like, I don't. There's really not like anything wrong with it. It's just really popular, and if you're just gonna hate it because it's popular.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this
Of course, I said Monster Hunter and Rocket League were the two that I play the most often, and he couldn't care less.
Yeah, exactly. That's man. That's the thing with
whether he'd heard of him or just I don't know. Honestly, that guy, I have to see him like once a week usually, and I feel like he just like I get it. You've got a pretty boring job. You want to talk to people to make it more interesting, but yeah, that's a good point. Overwatch is like pretty damn close to being the most popular game in the world. Yeah, fucking Fortnite. You check out this sweet indie game from Blizzard. But I feel like he just says stuff and then doesn't really care what you say in return.
Yeah, I think unless you agree with him.
I like even that. He just kind of like he just his mouth goes a mile a minute. He just loves to hear himself talk. And I know he doesn't. His interactions with people are less than 60 seconds long. So he tried. I was like, all right, he's trying to get in as much as he can. But if you're just talking and not actually interacting with the person, like I can't tell you how many times I would start to even agreeing with him. I'd be like, yeah, that reminds me of, and then like I'm trying to agree and provide an example that agrees with him, but he just talks over me. To like bring up something else. Like I should have even said anything about me having a PC because I knew it would launch him into a whole nother thing about stuff. But anyways, go ahead.
That's one thing that I get kind of annoyed with in conversations in general is like when you start saying stuff and then all of a sudden another person, like this happens to me a lot at like work and stuff like that because of like I don't know, it seems like older people do it more. And I'll sit there and I'll start making a comment about what the guy just said. The person will look at you and then they'll just start talking over you to the person as if it's like, oh yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit what you have to say, I have a thing to say.
Or they'll just go like, haha, yeah, and then move on because then there's something they want to say. Like, whatever you just said, haha, yeah, is not even an appropriate response, but it's just kind of like a, okay, I'm done listening to you. I have more I want to say now.
Yeah, exactly. And if I ever do that, murder me. Come to my house. Stick a Hot Wheels monkey in my ass.
I don't know if it's actually true, but it smacks of they just don't have any respect for you or your opinion and don't actually care about you or what you're saying. They just want a sounding board. You know, they just want someone to bounce their own topic off of. And again, with this guy, I get it. Like I said, he sees like 80 people a day for like a minute each. And he's got stuff on his mind and he wants an audience, I guess, to listen to him. But whatever.
It's like the place I get my hair cut at. There's a lady that's been working there for quite a while, and she'll like ask you some questions, and then you'll kind of answer them, but then she'll go off on this tangent that like about her life for like the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so you kind of do this small little answer, and then she's like, "Well, yeah," and then my daughter, and she just goes on and on and on. You're like. Which, you know, frankly, I'm sitting there, I'm like, good thing I don't have to talk, and I'm not going to listen to anything. Yeah, that actually
sounds kind of nice. I can't stand when they make the entire focus on me.
But it's like, don't ask me a question, and then do that. Yeah. It's annoying.
Like, there's so much, like you're going to ask me questions, and it's like, I'm never gonna see you again after this. We're only gonna know each other for like the next 15 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Like, is it really that exciting to you to learn about like where I went to school and what job I have and shit? Like again, they've got the same thing of like a pretty boring job, so they want people to talk to, I guess. But it's so nice when you get someone that is just content with listening to the radio and doesn't have to spark up conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a jackass. Like, if we were gonna, if we were like, you know, at a party, which is a weird hypothetical because I don't go to parties, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
if that was the whole point was social interaction, yeah, I had no problem sitting down to talk to you, but
Oh God.
I just want my haircut so I can go.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like already thinking about what I'm gonna do next after this.
Just cut my hair. You don't have any interests related to me. I know.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like video games. You don't like shit. As soon as you like, the best way to figure out if somebody likes to play video games is you mention, I play video games. Because either they'll start talking about their favorite video game, or they'll
just haha yeah.
Yeah, they'll just haha yeah, and they're gone. And then at that point, you have to scope what kind of
Yeah, it is
game player
becoming
they
more
are.
common now, but meeting a guy that really enjoys playing NBA 2K18 with his bros, it's not really the same. You're not gonna have anything to talk about really.
Yeah.
Again, not to be snobbish, not that like he's not into real games or anything, just not gonna really relate to you at all.
Well, it was like the guy at Mad Greens. I was at Mad Greens the other day, and this girl asked, "Oh, you got any plans for later today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go play video games." And so she's like, "Oh, okay." You know, at that point I knew. I was like, "Yep, she's not a gamer." And so then one of the guys behind the counter was just like, "Oh yeah, what do you play?" And I was just like, "I play, I'm playing like Yakuza. I'm playing Rocket League." Oh! I'm playing, yeah. I'm playing, I listed off the 4 games I was playing, right? And he's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
like, it's like, yeah, you don't
Again,
know any of those things.
It's fine. It's not like my hobby's better than your hobby or anything. It's just even if you and I didn't have Rocket League and Elite Dangerous and Monster Hunter World, even if we didn't have those particular games in common, we're both way more invested in the universe of gaming in general. Like we actually know some like developers and publishers and shit like that, and we've got a lot of gaming history. There'd be stuff for us to talk about even if you and I weren't playing the exact same video game. You know, like what's some big news? Like I guess like maybe like a Smash Brothers or something right now is kind of the top, or like Red Dead 2. You know,
Telltale died.
even though that's not something you're not interested in Red Dead 2, but you know about it because you're in that like gaming space.
Yeah.
So we would have stuff to talk about even if we weren't playing the same video games. But a lot of people, video games is just Madden or Call of Duty, and they're not actually invested in the gaming universe. That's why I wouldn't even like, I don't really even talk about video games to strangers, because they probably see it as that. They probably see it as Madden or Super Mario if they're older.
Yeah, exactly. They're in their nostalgia game, and that's it. This car is real awkward. I'm not used to it.
Speaking of which, I'm very excited to see the gathering. The gathering hub like completely changes for those events.
Oh.
It's really fancy. So we got to go check that out. I think they said they're gonna have new handler outfits. I think you have to buy them, but I'm actually kind of tempted,
Oh, got it.
depending on what she looks like in them.
Boy, I'm way off.
It's not really something that like affects gameplay, but I'd be down for some. I know she's gonna wear that that like goth look for the Halloween event. I think that just comes standard. But I think you can buy other outfits for her, and
Yeah,
new hairstyles and emotes.
emotes. She's gonna put up a slippery nut.
I think emotes for your multiplayer chat, not for the. I think the hairstyles are for your character, not for. I kind of segued right from outfits to that stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck are you driving? Is that one of the new Hot Wheels cars?
Yeah, that's like it's like a Takumi, the
see.
special Takumi, but like that.
Special Takumi?
Yeah, the second version of Takumi.
I don't think I have that.
Doesn't look as good as the regular Takumi, in my opinion. One of the very few.
Oh! No!
Oh god.
Yeah, it's lucky.
It's one of the, you know, they had those second versions of cars and
Right.
crates.
I don't
Is it-
remember even seeing one of the Takumi. I like the
My-
second version of the Octane.
Yeah, I pretty much most of the second versions I like of any of the cars, but that one's one I don't. I think it's mainly because of the headlights. The headlights just.
There's gonna be, obviously, like, special quests and shit for the Halloween update, I assume. That could be neato. In the Reddit post I read, everyone was asking about that. When we're gonna get the Wyvern Ignition thing, that awesome greatsword.
Yeah.
Like, give us that on PC.
When are we gonna get the other monsters? The 3 that we don't have yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the other monsters, but I also don't have to have them right now because there's still plenty of grinding I need to do. I've only
Oh
fought
god.
Kushala like once.
Yeah, I've only fought Shala.
No.
Oh, got teammates right there. We were talking to Mike at work. Mike's Rum 42, if you ever been.
So Mike actually works with you,
Yeah.
and that's
He's
Rum 42.
He's on the
Then
bios.
we've got K Fox. Is that a who is K that? Who's K Fox?
He's just a dude from
Nice.
Cat K's channel.
So not a streamer, just a.
Yeah, he's not a streamer. And then Aaron Gorn, he's a streamer, but he also hangs out in Captain K's stuff. I hung out in his channel for like 5 minutes until he was done today.
We've actually got so many people that I have to ask.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. So we're talking to Mike about it, and we're like, yeah, once you beat 3 Elder Dragon dudes, you have to fight the, hold on, I gotta you have to fight the Elder Dragons, right? Once you fight the 3 Elder Dragons, you have to fight Xeno'jiiva.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you'll have to fight the 2 tempered, Beetlejuices. So then Zach comes up, and Zach's the guy who likes to over-exaggerate everything. And he's like, yeah, man, you're gonna have to fight those tempered Beetlejuices. And like, dude, you gotta watch out that their bombs just like randomly explode. I'm like, no, they just explode when they hit the ground. Like, because they're
some of them explode right away. Some don't explode till they get hit.
Yeah, but
It's not random.
Yeah, so the ones that explode when they get hit, that's when he's in, like, when he's dark, right? But when he's glowing orange are the ones that just, like, explode right away. And he's like, and dude, you gotta watch out. A bomb will just one-shot you. And I'm like,
That's somebody who can upgrade their armor. Those
Like, it
bombs
won't-
should not be one-shotting you.
I was like, those bombs don't. He's like, oh, well, he's like, a bomb does 250 damage. And,
Oh, I had that.
the bombs do 250 damage, and most players only have 200 health or something like that. I was like, yeah, but if you up your defense, you won't have that problem.
Yeah, you should be wearing armor that... Are you just not wearing armor? How does he know they do 250?
Maybe some. He looked online or some shit. Comes in too.
Oh no, we all went up for that.
So I was like, just. I turned to him, I was like, no, just, you know what, just stop listening to Zach right now. Like, just, Zach, stop.
One-shotting you, you gotta fix something. Ah, the ping. The ping from hell. Packets that are going straight to hell. Oh, I missed.
Your mate was,
Wanted that to have more fun.
Because, yeah, the Zach was like, the tempered versions are just like, they're way different, dude. I'm like, they're not, bro. They're like, they stay enraged longer, they sometimes do like a couple extra things, but that's about it. Like, they're not like way different. And then Zach was like, oh yeah, he's like, the hardest Elder Dragon, is Nergigante, but then, like, all the rest aren't as hard. But, I mean, you'll still have troubles with them, and I'm like, not really. I was like, I don't even have trouble with Nergigante. We beat him, like, first try. He's only killed us, like, we kills us
pretty much that
one,
one, like, attack he does can definitely cause you problems.
Oh,
the goalie.
And you just Superman dive to avoid that. It's not even like that hard.
I mean, if someone's having trouble with Nergigante, I wouldn't think that they're bad at the game or anything. Like he's a challenge.
Right.
But yeah.
But this guy doesn't have armor either ever, so
I mean, that does make it tougher. if you're still rocking low rank armor, yeah, that's a whole different story.
And also the other Elder Dragons are pretty simple too, and Zach or Mike's like, yeah, I haven't really had any trouble with anybody, except for Diablos. I was like, yeah, me neither, really.
Black Diablos is a pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure I'd rather fight any of the Elder Dragons than her. And obviously Kushala was a pain in the ass, but as I've said before, it's more about the frame rate than anything, and just the wind was annoying.
Yeah,
like I don't think I was really ever in danger of dying to Kushala, but like I said, the wind and the frames were obnoxious. Oh my god!
Oh
no!
No!
That would have been something special.
Pop it, teammate! No, teammate, quit toying with death! I ran out of boost.
Should be going back then.
Teammate, now I got confused. Oh, nice one.
That was a good save.
I ran out of boost! Fuck!
I died.
And I suppose, there's a lot of things that are hard solo, but
The
there's
Teostra guy, Tony the Teostra, his supernova attack can obviously be devastating.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I have trouble with the fight because of it. It's just rather.
Yeah. I pay attention a little bit more. Like I'm a little bit more on my game when I fight Elder Dragons, but they weren't really like the wall or anything. Really, yeah. You know what? Honestly, Diablos really is the only thing that has caused us to fail like multiple quests before. That has actually like wiped our party. And that was the times where we had Diablos and a Black Diablos fucking with us in the same. So really, Black Diablos is kind of the biggest pain that we've encountered.
Regular Diablos is like, it's not hardy, he's just annoying. But Black Diablos is obviously the most.
I remember Tony Kadachi was a big wall for me at first. I never failed a quest on him, but it was always like coming down to the wire. I was like running out of potions kind of thing. And then I'm trying to think who else was tough. Rathalos is a big boy. We took down Bagel Goose in like 15 minutes the very first time we fought him. Like honestly, if you're targeting the bomber, if he doesn't just come in and rain down annoyances, he's really not that bad.
Yeah.
It can be tough for melee users if he's like surrounded by his own bombs. It's hard to like get in and hit him because you're gonna hit the bombs and explode yourself. That's annoying. Oh, I tell you what, Azure Rathalos was a pain in the ass. That's a pretty tough fight.
Yeah. Because he attacks so goddamn much.
He does. It's like he's always enraged, and you got fire and poison to deal with, until, you know, I came back with the 3 poison resist jewels, and that made it a lot easier.
Yeah, I had the 1 poison resist jewel the last time, and I only got poisoned once. So that was.
I gotta say, other than Black Diablos, I think Kieran might be one of the tougher fights.
Yeah, Kieran. The lightning just does a lot of damage, and it's everywhere.
And you can get stunned and or paralyzed and get hit by more lightning. Like that can lead to some bad combos there if you're not careful.
Oh, wear a lightning, whatever. Tempered obviously is.
Yeah, we have
attacks
yet.
a shit ton.
We're ready to do it now. You hit 49, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we can do the tempered Kieran whenever you're ready. I got a fire bow just for his ass. Oh shit! I sad flipped. We're gonna pay the price. Because my least favorite attack from Kieran is when it just zaps everything in its vicinity. You know, you're up there trying to smack it with your sword and just bzzz, it's like, oh fuck. So now that I can shoot it from a distance.
My least favorite is when he just like covers the
ley lines.
Yeah, and it's hard to see because like the ground's also bright.
Mm-hmm.
He's bright. So I have trouble with that one.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where to run. I can't tell what exactly is lightning.
Or like you're in the middle of a long attack animation, or you were sharpening or something, and it appears, and you just don't have time to get out of the way. You're like, yeah, I see it, but I don't have time to dodge. Shit, did I miss? God damn it! Bad game for Sunbro. Oh. Shit.
Ah, there's dude. Ooh, nice.
Legiana was a bit challenging at first when I didn't understand the whole iced thing and nullberries and whatnot, but it's not really that challenging. The flying monsters can be just a pain if you don't bring flash bombs. Just getting them out of the sky is like half the battle. Rathalos and Legiana in particular, you want the flash pods to bring down.
Xeno'jiiva just takes forever.
Yeah, it just takes a long time. The same thing with Zora Magdaros. This is not tough. It's gonna take 16 minutes. You just can't do much about it.
I still haven't done the actual optional Zora Magdaros fight.
Oh yeah.
Maybe do it because Counts towards my completion. Oh!
That's how I have all the money I have, is just using all my vouchers on optional missions when I'm playing solo. I've only got like 2 or 3 optional missions I haven't done right now.
I have most of like the 7, 8, and 2 of the 6s.
Oh, I gotta touch. Oh, back to Sunborough, Civ. No! Oh, I didn't have the boost to catch up. I gotta kill. He's got one to bump goalie, but there isn't one.
I don't want to pop that.
I was trying. Where are you going with it?
Oh. Oh, there it is. I'm glad I popped it away from
my
the
natural instinct to steal it from you really paid off. I was like, I might as well. And then I saw him come, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta hurry this up. Did you hear about Trump at the UN saying, he was just talking in front of all like the world's leaders and said, my organization has had more accomplishments than almost any other organization in America's history. And they all just started laughing.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
They're just like this spontaneous burst of like, it's not like guffawing. They weren't like really loud, but it was just like a kind of just like a rumble of laughter throughout the building. And then he goes, "That's not the reaction I expected, but that's okay." So he kind of took it in stride, but it's still a pretty bad look for him because he's the guy that kept saying, "The rest of the world is laughing at us, and we gotta take back, you know, our place on the grand world stage and all that shit." A new boost, Cloud Burst.
I just find that funny because, like, it's got to be real shitty when, you know, you're the leader of a country, right? You're doing pretty good to be the leader of a country, especially one of the most powerful countries in the world. And then when you say, "We're so amazing, we're so great," and the rest of the world, all the other leaders laugh at you.
It's just like, no. It's hilarious that you think that. But just what a just a dumb fucking thing to say anyway. It's just like, my organization's done a lot better than anyone else that came before me. It's like, God, that's such a self-centered way to look at things.
He's just waving his dick around. Oh, he's
Sure
doing, look at
is.
me.
Like, even like without even evidence, like it's not, no one, like even if that was true, it's just a shitty thing to say.
Plus, it's so vague. It sounds like he's just saying he's better at everything.
Yeah.
Not even like if you know, if he said, "Oh, you know, my administration's done better at
Yeah, unemployment.
unemployment," yeah, or fucking some other thing.
You know, if it was like a verifiable, I would have had it, but I got bumped. He bumped Poncho and me. But yeah, like you were saying, it's just a dick waving comment, like in front of the world's leaders. But I appreciate someone that oh, it's Moose. Like, can you honestly you only get to where you are by standing on the shoulders of giants. That's why the printing press changed the world, is like now you can learn from other people's mistakes. You can figure out what they've done and implement, you know, improvements and stuff. That's just like, we've gotten to where we are, like technology and everything's exploded because we can we can learn from each other, and it's just such a shitty thing to like look at the past and be like, no one has done a better job than me. You wouldn't be where you are right now with other people like laying all the groundwork and everything.
Well, oh damn it.
And I just flat out disagree. But like, even if it was true, it's a shitty attitude. That was just a really poor pinch to come straight back out like that.
And then he bumped me. He got a good pool shot. But like, there's also the fact that like he clearly doesn't recognize.
That's not the reaction I expected. He thought they were gonna agree with him. You know, like, or I guess applaud, or maybe it's silence. I guess could be the reaction he was expecting.
No, what I was gonna say though is like people, like he doesn't acknowledge like the people who came before him. Like, you know, he'll be like, oh, unemployment's better than it ever was in Obama's administration or whatever. But then like all throughout Obama's thing, it was going down.
Right.
So like
it was trending downward. So you're trying to take credit for something that was already happening.
It was set up by somebody else prior. Yeah, I don't know what he was expecting. I don't know what. I'm glad though that like people laughed at him, because it doesn't seem like people do that under him that much.
Yeah.
It's like people are just kind of like yes men.
Yes men, yeah.
And
I mean, it's kind of a survivorship bias at this point. He's fired so many people that stood up to him, or people have left. You remember Elon Musk was part of his team at the start.
Was he?
Until he came out against climate change. When he pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord, Elon Musk was like, all right, fuck off.
No, because I know Elon like really supported. Boy.
He was like his science advisor board or some shit like that. Probably wasn't like even a meaningful title, but still, just at this point, the only people that are left are the people that have managed not to piss him off. The people that have not pissed him off are the people that haven't gone to jail. Like his campaign manager, Manafort, he's in jail. Or he's in custody anyways, he's gonna be like testifying. Oh shit. Boy, what is going on in this game?
I don't know, but I know that guy got real.
I feel like there's been like 3 own goals.
And Angel's just find her all in this. Hey Angel, how do you score so many goals in Rocket League if you don't own it?
Yeah, you're kicking ass in this match. You got more goals than anyone else combined.
Oh, do it!
No.
Oh, that was a
great shot from teammate. Damn it!
You guys are just good. Doing some big tricks. They've been on point.
You're
meta
as fuck.
As fuck, yeah.
Get wrecked. Because there's that Supreme Court justice that retired. Like, these guys just aren't even bothering anymore.
Yeah.
And then, so now that's the second Supreme Court nominee that Trump has been able to appoint, and they're doing the this guy Brett Kavanaugh.
Hearing a lot about Brett Kavanaugh.
Well, remember we brought it up earlier about how it was like the guy's like pro-life. So, you know, if anything about abortion comes up, he'll probably vote against abortion, so it kind of sucks. It's just in general, like, for the longest time now, the Supreme Court has had like four conservatives, 4 liberals, and then a dude who was kind of halfway, so it was a nice balance, honestly. And now it's going to be so skewed towards conservatives because of Trump getting 2 goddamn appointments. And you know, they're elected for life, which they're appointed for life, so that's a real bitch.
I got cocky too. I shot it where he couldn't get it.
The reason he's in the news is because there's a whole bunch of these sexual misconduct allegations coming up from his past. A bunch of people that knew him saying he like used to drink a lot, and women saying that he groped them. There was even one that accused him and his buddies of like drugging women and then raping them. They'd like line them up and just kind of go at it. That's horrifying. Of course, the Republicans are saying it's all manufactured, and I obviously don't know. It is hilarious that he says it couldn't have been me because if you can see the calendar that I used to keep back then, he just like pulls up the calendar that he had, and just like all of his like appointments and shit written on it. Like, see, there's no way I could have gone to that party and raped her because it's not on my calendar. Like, how is that remotely evidence? Did you forgot to pencil in that you were gonna rape someone on Sunday?
I don't think there's that much. He can't have that much evidence against himself. Like, if somebody said last night at like, I don't know, 11:30 I raped someone, it'd be hard for me to disprove it because I was in my room by myself. My roommates hadn't seen me for a couple hours. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Is like, and especially for him, for how long ago? It's like, well,
dude said he was in position, but he was halfway down the sideline there. How is that in position?
I think him trying to, needing to.
Yeah, I'm not saying those allegations are concrete proof. I just thought it was hilarious that he brings out his calendar like, see?
Yeah, it is a bit strange that, like, you know, oh, this guy's up for election now, and I don't like this guy. But here, time to.
It's absolutely possible that these people didn't want to bring up these allegations and feel compelled to do so because he's about to be given a position of power. I find that is absolutely plausible.
Yeah.
Got him. Fuck yeah.
But
like if something happened to you 34 years ago and you hated it and you hate the guy that did it, but you just also don't want to bring it up, you don't want to become a person who's accusing someone of this kind of thing, but then you're about to see him become Supreme Court justice, you're like, shit, people should know like what kind of human being he is. I can see that. Again, not saying it's concrete proof. I'm not coming down on either side. Just because the allegations are really nasty doesn't mean that like he's unfit for the role.
Yeah, especially if it's something happened like he was in college and shit. You know, it depends on what he did, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like, again, people's memories are so shit. I mean, even if you know, traumatizing memories obviously stay for longer, but like, it's one of those things. Like, I'm not gonna unless you show me evidence that he did it, I'm not gonna believe you. I'm just gonna go, well, it's possible, but I'm not gonna be like, don't make this guy any sort of position because he could have it. Like,
because then both sides would just use these kind of allegations as a way to fuck over their candidate that they don't want.
Yeah. Weaponize unprovable stuff.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Brett Kavanaugh should not be And let's be honest, he's gonna get it. These allegations aren't gonna do jack shit. But you know, we also have to be careful not to just ignore the allegations either, just because it's real shit for women to feel like they don't have a voice when they come forward to complain about this kind of stuff.
Right. I mean, you can't just sit here and not believe them right away, right? I mean, you can, as just a person, you have your opinion, right? But as a whole,
oh, I wanted to steal that so bad.
in a whole, we need to just like kind of not believe them and not disbelieve them, unbelieve them. Oh, I murdered that guy on the wall.
I feel like the drugging them and raping them is serious enough that that could be looked into, and I wouldn't be surprised if we could find some evidence corroborating that, and that would be something worth fucking him over on the Supreme Court nomination. If he was a drunk 17-year-old and groped someone that didn't want to be groped, that's fucking disgusting and awful, but should that mean he's not allowed to be Supreme Court? I mean, you can make a case for it. Yeah, you can say I don't want someone who made that disgusting and horrible of a mistake that long ago. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of dumb 17-year-olds done a lot of dumb things and turned into much better people. I don't want to hate on the guy, like, just because I don't agree with his politics. I don't want to fucking roast him more than I would roast anyone else for that kind of a mistake.
If he did it a shit ton of times too, you know, it's all.
Yeah, if there was a pattern of behavior, sure. Calm down, teammate. We're up 4-0 with a minute to go. It's gonna be all right.
Look, another guy has gay as this teammate. Boy.
I also want to be careful because a lot of like Fox News pundits have just been acting like, so what if you grow up someone at 17? It's like, well, no, it is a shitty thing to do. Let's be clear, but it's more about the fact that it's possible that he's turned into a better person after that. He could have learned and grown as a human being.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, no, I've made mistakes in my life too, and like it wasn't good of me to make those decisions. But it's like, I mean, I'm 28 now. I recognize they were dumb, and I don't do it ever again. And who cares?
All I'm saying is, you know, so what if I raped someone, alright? You know what I mean?
Oh, it was a week ago, alright?
Yeah, I've grown as a human being since then. Let me be Supreme Court nominee.
It's like the people that talk about quitting smoking. They're like, yeah, no, I'm quitting. Like, after this cigarette, after this one. No, it's after this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't smoked
like
for
one more rape
day.
and then I'm done. I'm gonna go cold turkey on the rapes after this. I don't know. I've never been raped, so I don't know what it's like, but I've heard a lot of rape victims talk about how going to the police is like the last thing they want to do afterwards. It's just like having to go and tell someone about what you've just been through. I'm not gonna judge them for not having it in them to go tell everyone. If something that horrible and no, it's all right. I can read. You don't have to worry about writing paragraphs. If something that horrible and disgusting happened to you, would I want to keep it a secret? Yeah, I probably would. I probably wouldn't want to say anything.
Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
I'd probably go to the police, but again, it's never happened to me, so I don't know.
But here's the thing, like, there's people who like don't go to the police, but then are baffled on why such a terrible person is still out there, you know, on this still being able to be out there and do the things that they do, right? How they haven't gotten in trouble for it yet. It's like, well, yeah, of course not, because no one did anything about it, right? Like, I can understand not going to the police potentially because you're so freaked out, but also don't be surprised that they haven't gotten trouble for the thing that you haven't reported.
Yeah,
Like Kavanaugh,
I mean, I
again.
imagine they're probably torn about that. They hate the idea that that person is still out there and could potentially harm more people, but a lot of times they're not believed. Like people don't believe them, or they blame her. Like, what were you wearing, or what were you doing to make him do that?
Yeah, well, I mean, but at that point, like, I don't. You go to the police. It doesn't matter what your buddies say and whether or not what were you wearing. It matters what the police have to say, right? And I know that people, sure, they won't necessarily believe you, but there has to be evidence, right? Like,
I mean, let me be clear. I agree that going to the police is the right thing to do. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to understand from their perspective why they didn't, and I'm trying not to be too harsh on someone that couldn't find it within themselves to go to the police, because I haven't been in that situation. Yeah, you know, I can stand back here having not been raped recently and say, yeah, go to the police, get evidence on this guy, fuck him over for what he's done, keep him off the streets. But I've read so many people that talked about how like disgusting and awful and traumatic, and how they don't want to do that.
yeah,
So I'm just saying, like, don't your first thought shouldn't be, well, you know, you didn't go to the police, so this is all your fault. Just understand that, you know, there's
yeah. I don't think it's all their fault or anything, but it's one of those things. Is like, understand that if you don't go to the police, this guy won't get in trouble. Like, unless somebody else goes to the police, right? Like, if you want this person to get fucked over and whatnot for it, you have to go to the police. Otherwise, don't be surprised that they don't get in trouble or don't. You know what I mean? It's like it's not necessarily, it's not their fault that it happened.
I get it. Like I said, I would agree with you that the best thing for them to do is to go to the police.
It also just, like, in general, just talking about this and like saying that it sounds really rude, because again, you know, they were through this traumatic experience and it sucks, and like, you wish that it could just resolve itself, right? You wish they could, but unfortunately the victim of any crime has to put forth some effort if they want the perpetrator to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
It sucks for
a lot
anyone.
of times their main concern is to just, like, they want to put it behind them. They want to think about it again. They don't care as much about justice in the moment. It's not till later when they're thinking more about what kind of effect it's going to have on other people.
Yeah.
By not reporting that guy.
And just think too, like,
and then you get guys that are raped by ladies, and that's like, they've got like that embarrassment factor.
Yeah.
As well. It's just another layer of not sure if people will believe you, if people make fun of you, people will like treat you differently after that. Like, there's the rape girl.
There's also
that, like,
being
pity and shit.
There's also being scared that somebody is going to, you know, hurt you if you go and try to report it to the police.
If that person's someone in a position of power, you know, are they gonna fuck you over somehow? I'm just saying, like, I get it. Go to the police. It's the best thing to do, but there's a bunch of reasons why people don't want to.
Well, it's a little better now too in terms of like evidence, because like back when Brett Kavanaugh was doing shit, they didn't have like cell phones and text messaging and AOL instant messaging and all this shit that can potentially have records of their exchange of like.
Yeah, whatever you liked it. Like, did you have an orgasm during? Because then it's not really rape. It's like, ah, fuck.
Yeah,
what
like,
what's wrong with you?
You could see that,
thing
like,
to say to someone who got raped.
And it would be like, that'd be a little like evidence-y right there. You'd be like, excuse me, you said this thing. Why did you say it on that day? And But back in the past, like, it sucks. There's just less evidence. We're in the moment of hyper history right now, where things are recorded whether you like it or not. And so, it's fortunate for some people, but still, people don't go to the police. But if they go to the police later, they'll like there's more evidence. Whatever you, yeah, guys are whatever you liked it, yeah. You know, to be honest, right now, if a girl probably tried to, you know, go to town on me without my permission, I'd probably be like, yeah, all right. But just today though, I'd be like, yeah, okay. It's been a while.
I could use it.
I'm not a big fan, but I'm not going to be emotionally traumatized. But obviously, if I was like in a relationship with somebody, it would be a little different.
I've heard the same thing with girls too, saying that like I had an orgasm while it happened and I hated every minute of it, but like your body just can react sometimes. So like now I definitely don't want to go tell anybody about it because I've got like this shame from having had an orgasm while I was being raped. It just sounds awful.
Yeah.
Same thing with a guy. Like, if you rub a guy's dick enough, you're probably going to get something to happen, whether he wanted it or not. Oh, all of my shots are getting blocked. I wish I had the boost to punish him for that sick block.
Is pertinent information? What do you...
Yeah, what I mean is that like the victim feels bad because of the orgasm. They feel. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that changes anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things that somebody emotional could be like, well, I didn't like it, but why did my body react this way? It's embarrassing. Whatnot.
I've read where they felt like, am I allowed to call it rape even though I had an orgasm? It's like, well, fuck yeah, if you were.
Well, yeah, yeah.
If you were like trying to get him off and was saying no, it's still rape.
Exactly.
The body has ways of shutting that down.
Yeah, just fuck that quote, dude. So much.
Right, yeah. You don't have to let anyone know. That the cops aren't gonna ask if you had an orgasm.
Yeah.
There's like a checkbox on the report.
He pulls his sunglasses down. Wait a minute.
Oh, that deserved to be a goal. Yeah, they don't have to tell anybody. It's more of just like I've read that they feel like they're not allowed to call it that.
Well, people just kind of have that like misunderstanding about sex things in general, like losing virginity and stuff like that, you know. Or
boned. Oh, he pulled it off.
Because there'd be girls in religious, you know, things where they'd be like, oh, well, it says that I'm not allowed to have sex or anything, but I had anal sex, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Like, well, all right. Like, I'm still a virgin. I had anal sex. Like, well,
I'm going.
Like, yeah, sure, kinda.
Like, I had to hear that shit about girls and to some extent guys as well. The whole thing about like every time you have sex, like a petal of the rose is plucked off. So like you get like passed around, like the petal becomes less and less.
You'll be broken. You'll be a broken flower by the end of it.
That's so sickening.
There's also the misunderstanding of like STDs too. It's like, well, if I did this person in the butt and they have an STD and it's fine, or we had oral sex and it's fine, but it's like, well, no, because they had bad shit all over the place. A Chinese couple were trying to have a baby. Went and checked the woman was still a virgin. No, I don't. I don't even know what that means either. They had a baby, but she was still a virgin?
But when they checked,
I mean, hymens can actually like grow back and shit.
yeah, I didn't think there was like a definitive medical way to prove.
In fact, some girls like their hymens don't even break.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, is that the point of why you're writing that? That like the Chinese government was like, "Oh, she's a virgin." That's what the Chinese government sounds like, by the way. I don't know if you guys know.
They pronounce it Vajin.
Vajin. Bob and
Vajin. Vajin Majida. That's it. Vajin Majida.
Yeah, I got it. I was thinking along the same lines myself.
Oh God!
Instead of the M, there's like a V.
Yeah, a V on his head. Still with the curly.
Yeah, the
ends,
curlies. Gotta have the curlies.
Caveman.
I know, man. Caveman is causing all sorts of problems here. They're having frequent said trying to get pregnant doctor checks. I'm in time.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about. But there, Angorn. Oh boy, you're coming in during.
Yeah, you
great
picked
conversation.
an interesting one to time to drop by.
Go, man. I would drop a what is it, Lamar? Is that your team? But I can't because I got the Reegs. Fuck that guy. How's it going, Aaron? There we go, just the big eyeballs. They were using the wrong hole. Oh my god. How? How?
Oh man.
Which one is it? I get confused. On your own body. Oh boy.
She just like sit back and just like, all right, whatever happens down there happens. I'm gonna like read my book over here.
Like how it was painful too, which is like, oh, this shit. No!
That sounds like serious lack of sex ed right there.
Hey, Aaron, you know, I had a dog. My first like 14 years of my life, I had a dog, and its name was Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar?
No, it only had one
Ken
name.
Bart Lamar?
Because they thought the front hole was the B-hole. Well, it is, isn't it? The P's stored in the eggs.
Turns out they were using the wrong hole. I've been putting it in the ear this whole time. That's not how you do it.
Oh, Lamar. Yeah, Lamar dog. The vet said Lamar wouldn't live to see 6 years old because he had an enlarged heart that would rub up against his lungs. So when he was like exercising and stuff, it would rub up against his lungs and he'd get like a purple tongue because he's running out of oxygen because he can't go as much. But he lived to see like 14 or some shit.
That's because he had so much love to spare. His big
Yeah,
heart.
his heart was too big. Oh, now thinking about it, you're gonna. Oh, I'm getting a little emotional. Stop it.
It grew 3 sizes that day.
Oh, that dog. I haven't thought about that dog in a while. Oh, I'm seriously getting a little teary-eyed. Oh boy.
Give us a Jagras tear. Yeah, apparently the Chinese are actually fairly irreligious these days, but they're just so into superstitions and magic and karma and feng shui bullshit.
That's basically on the same like
Right.
level, in my opinion, as religion. But
Still
it's just
that kind of
unorganized.
belief in that mystical kind of properties.
Very interesting. I know Japan still does like Shinto stuff, and I don't like they go to the shrine and they put up like a piece of paper with like fish or some shit.
It's not surprising at all because they're all about like that whole like honor and tradition and doing things a certain way for so long and perfecting it. Oh, teammate, you're killing me.
Arangor, did you have fun hanging out with your friends? Weren't you gonna hang out with your IRL friends? Ugh. Just saying it, just...
Wait, what does it mean? In Rocket League friends?
Yeah, I think... Wait, do you play Rocket League? I thought you only played Pokemon. That's tomorrow night. Oh. Well, shows how much I listen. To be fair, I was trying to take a nap. Said that? I do not play Rocket League.
Well, I don't know what else IRL could possibly stand for. IRL friends.
But you choose to live in the light.
Interesting, but really lame. IRL. Intensely really lame.
Yeah. I'm really... No. That's not true.
Incredibly rambunctious ladders. Lame. 3 adjectives.
Believe it or not, I was invited to some IRL friends.
Do not believe. Doubt.
Well, kind of friend.
I knew I should have doubted it.
Monster Hunter LAN party.
What?
My coworker's like, "Yo, do you want to go to a Monster Hunter LAN party?" And I was like, "No." I play online with them if they want. I'm not going. I'm not lugging my PC to this person's house.
Why do I need to be in the same room as them girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would bring my PC anywhere.
So just fuck up my stream setup? I don't know.
Yeah. If they've got a spare computer, I guess, but like,
No.
I don't. What does that even like add to the experience?
Yeah, it doesn't add anything. Go on Discord, please. Yeah, LAN party, boys. Exactly. It's a whole bunch of people from the computer company I work at. Of course, everyone's gonna hook up their sick ass rigs and go to town.
Seen that picture from like the 90s where the kid is like duct taped to the ceiling
Yeah, yeah.
at the LAN party?
I've kind of always wanted to have that happen to me, just to be like, check it out, I'm fucking duct taped to the ceiling. Like, isn't adhesives nuts?
Yeah, you spread the load out. I love spreading the load amongst all the different straps.
Oh, Aaron Gordon probably knows a bit about adhesives and tape. He could probably tell us all about the science.
What is the percentage chance of the second they're done taping you, you immediately have to go pee?
You know a bit. Oh yeah, that's true. The pee thing. Tell us your favorite, your funnest tape fact.
Tape a toilet to the ceiling as well. I like how funnest tape fact implies that there are multiple tape facts that are fun, and I'll have to choose which among them is the best.
Yeah. Tape fax incoming. No, not. I don't have a fax set up. No X, please.
Tape facts.
I don't have a landline.
I'm not getting credit for any of these hits I'm making.
Also, though, how would you fax tape unless I put like tape in my fax machine?
Thanks for
Just
the
get it in
boost.
there. Can you imagine if like your printer like spat out tape and it's like getting stuck? Oh, you'd have the worst paper jam. It'd be a taper jam. Wait, no, tapering
that
something
works.
different. Oh, no, tapering something. That's what your poop does.
I understand that taper is a different word, but words can have multiple meanings.
No, no, no. You went to school for words. How can you say this? Oh, my bad. You made. Oh!
I've been able to. Oh, god damn it.
I wish I had a my bad. Oh, I have a sorry.
Aragorn. And
Well,
Legolas. Legolas.
I can-
Legolas.
Oh god, remember Legolas?
Yeah.
Remember that meme?
Legless Lego Lass. Legolas.
That was a
We
big
got,
long.
we got a Lego that is a female, Lass, Lass. Lassie. And you get rid of the legs, so it's legless. Legolas.
Joke this dissection.
That's right, joke dissection. That's because there was Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs in a row boat. So Mike Rowe, and it was a row of
go in. Yep.
it was a
Yep.
row of microphones being rowed by a team of crows. So it was Mike Rowe's crows, Mike, and they were small. So micro crows, micro.
What
rows.
are you? Okay. Your mute button?
Me?
You're just explaining the joke.
That's
Well-
how it works. If I just say Mike Rowe 5 times, you're not gonna get it. It's like the Buffalo sentence. If I just say Buffalo 5 times, you're gonna be like, why the hell is he saying Buffalo? You have to explain each Buffalo, otherwise they don't get it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
True. Only 5 in
This
your
is how
sentence? You can
comedy
do better
works.
than that. Do better than 5 buffaloes.
Comedy always works when you explain every detail. You wanna-
Oh no, I don't want to though. Why the hell is this guy saying Mike Rowe anything? It's just Mike Rowe.
You have to fucking
Mike-
find it.
Mike Rowe. Oh, Mike Rowe. You're gonna have to like call the police and be like, I think this guy's gonna kill Mike Rowe. He just works at Intel and he's just talking about stuff in processors and talking about it. And dude, there's a guy at my work, Ed, the old guy, where you'll look down the aisle. You'll just look down the aisle at him, and he's having a conversation with himself. He's just going to town, and it seems like he's really it's really engaging himself. You could probably hear him saying "micro" a whole bunch or something. So weird. Like there's some times where like I'm talking to myself and I do like the hand gestures and like stuff like that. Like if I'm in the shower and I'm like having an intense thought, sometimes I'm doing hand gestures. But I don't like actually talk to myself.
I was looking up the micro thing. I was only half paying attention, but I heard that when you're in the shower, you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
And
I
you
talk
do
to
hand
Ed,
gestures. Who is Ed?
the old guy. Yeah, having an intense thought. Yeah. It's huge.
Is it real soapy?
It's one of those types of thoughts that like if you think a little bit harder, you won't be able to like stand to do anything else because you're concentrating so hard on the thought. You cease all involuntary actions. Your heart stops beating. Oh, we'll go. Oh yeah, thank you, son, bro.
That
Nope.
wasn't me.
Oh, thank you, the
Oh,
other
wasn't
teammate.
me.
You would also like to know. Well, last night I didn't use that much soap because I ran out last night, so I used like half as much as normal. I was too lazy to reach over in the cabinet next to the shower and grab the spare soap container. So I was like, yeah, well,
There's the fucking micro.
put it in the Discord. Oh boy. Oh boy, you can't do much about that. You didn't even put it in the pick section. How dare you?
I'd like to know how much soap is involved. Heck, why does it say GIF?
What does it say, GIF?
Discord, the thing I posted says GIF on it. I just kind of Google imaged it. It's the first thing I found.
No, fuck it! I mean, it might be a GIF. Mine doesn't say GIF. I don't see GIF anymore. Rocket Pass, tier up, level 20, baby. Oh boy, Shark Attack. Oh, Decryptor. Ooh, Worried Watermelon.
My name is Stacy, and tonight I'm Lynette.
Can you click on that straight from? Yeah, you can. Nice.
Tonight I'm Christine.
You can also hover over it and it'll be a preview.
There you go. That's why it sounded like I was having a stroke.
Well, Aragorn he's on this Discord. He's one of the green men.
Well, he might not have it up at the current moment.
Well, I mean, I have it up. I'm streaming. And I have
You
Discord
have
up too.
Do you have it up right now?
Yeah, it's right now. But I'm like, it's in the belt loops.
Ah, got it. These plebs keep following us. They're actually plebs.
So fucking glad tomorrow's Friday. I was dying at work today. I was telling you about those Linux things I was installing that I was having trouble with.
Yeah.
I went and talked to the Linux guys, and they were like, "Yo, don't even bother with that version. That version sucks." Oh, okay. It was version 15. So I went back to version 12. And that one worked just fine. I've spent like fucking 4 hours trying to get this goddamn thing to work. And but I'm gonna have a very stern talking to on a conference call tomorrow.
With Mr. Linux?
No. With Intel. Good word with them tomorrow. I'm not very happy. One of the things. Hit it! Oh yeah! Oh! I was really hoping that.
Yeah, as you saw video or visual evidence of, my day was pretty shit.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't even finish at that job. I gotta go back early in the morning.
I don't see you so often that I too forget what you look like.
That's fine. That's probably for the best.
Oh god. Backwards. I know what Aragorn looks like. I saw him on the stream today. I was taken aback. I was like, wow, look at this person. They in their stuff. Boy. He was playing underdog, Underman. Under Armour. You've been seen, yeah. He didn't have as good of a beard as me. Underwear. You said underwear.
See London, I see France. Underwear.
Oh, I popped it. Yeah, what are you doing staying up this late, man? You're in the
Zam.
The Sunbro
That's a
Sunbro
cool-
time zone, right?
Zam is kind of a cool word. Oh, Zam!
Alright there, Aaron Gorn. Well, hey, get out of here, man. It was nice to you. Nice of you to hang out.
I saw that booty and I was like, Zam! Good noodle.
Hope to see you again soon.
Zam with me? Be on the cutting edge. Fuck yeah, let's get that started.
The Zam started.
We are gonna be ground zero for the Zam infection.
That doesn't really sound right. I don't really like the. It doesn't sound good. Being on ground zero.
It's an infection. It's like a word disease.
Oh. Mouth herpes.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
workshop
when you
it.
have a mouth-to-mouth conversation with someone, you can
Mouth to
infect
mouth.
infect them with your new word. We'll workshop it. Yeah. We'll workshop it up. Because it won't be like a direct one-to-one replacement with DAM. It's gotta have a special cases that it's used.
It'll be like Yeet, where it's used way too much.
Yeah. We'll have to do.
Oh,
we'll
shit.
just have to do like a lot of swearing to get it right.
Thanks for the 50 bits there, Aaron. I appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, how generous. Thank you.
What a nice dude. Up to 3rd place.
Nicely done. Have a good night. Good noodle, sir.
Have a good one, man.
A good noodle to you.
I expect more tape facts, though.
Yeah.
F-A-C-T. That didn't sound right, spelling it out loud. It just did not sound like how fact it should be spelled.
You forgot the S, so that might be one reason.
Well, no, just the CT part. Got real confused.
Yeah.
It was like,
that happens sometimes. You're like, this is a word I've spelled 100 times, but suddenly that doesn't look right at all.
yeah. I don't think I've ever spelled it out loud though, and then went,
Yeah.
"Was that right?"
Say CT, and you're just like, oh my god, am I about to get roasted for misspelling a common 4-letter word?
Am I stupid?
Do I has the dumb?
They should have held me back. I wasn't ready yet. Just put me back in high school. Yeah, that's right. I didn't learn how to spell fact until high school. That's a fact. Get it?
Zingo. Hot Zam, what a good joke.
Oh my god. Dude, I got like 9 hours of sleep last night and I'm just fucking tired. Normally I get 6 hours.
I've been seeing a lot of this shit on Reddit of them making fun of people that are like, when someone says, I got X amount of hours of sleep and I'm still tired, and you're just like, I'm a single mom, so no, I don't know what you're talking about. Just like gatekeeping someone else being tired.
Yeah.
Like this post showing someone holding a sign and drinking a cup of coffee and being like, moms should get to cut in front of the line because they actually have like a hard life or whatever, some shit like that.
Well, there's
Like that famous
just
comedy routine where from Bill Burr where he's like Oprah saying she's a single mom, you know, the hardest job in the world, and he just goes off for like the next 10 minutes. Really? Being a mom's the hardest job in the world? There's like crab fishermen that like 20% of them die every year, but being a mom, that's the hardest job in the world? Sorry, go ahead, you were saying something.
Well, I'd say like there's just like terrible experience gatekeeping, right? Where like, yeah, you just say a thing and then somebody's like, ugh, you think that's bad? That's
You think
nothing.
you got it bad?
One upping or one downing.
Yeah, one downing. you know, if it's coming from a genuine place of like, oh, your story reminded me of a thing that happened to me.
Yeah, and it just
it's
happens to be worse.
That's fine, but when you're trying to act like the other person, like you don't even get it. You don't even realize how easy you've got it. My life is actually hard.
Yeah, well, I got
Fuck
3 hours of sleep last night, but
Yeah.
I still.
You know what, Ashton? I got 10 hours of sleep and I'm still tired. So there. Because you said you got 9.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of times at my work where people will be like, yeah, man, I got like 8 hours of sleep, and I always say, yeah, I got 6. The 6 is my normal. And so people are like, oh god, you must be really tired. I'm like, no, I'm not though. Like, I'm just like, when did you stay up till? I was like 2. Like, and you do that every night? I'm like, yeah, just about.
I've gotten to where it's just on my sleep schedule now that I'm not really falling asleep till about 1. It used to be midnight. I used to be nice and solid. Midnight was the number, but then I just kept staying up a little bit later now. Now my brain doesn't want to go to sleep till at least 1 o'clock.
It's not even like my brain that doesn't want to go to sleep. Like, in terms of thoughts, I just don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I kind of
I got too much shit to do.
Calling it a day, just being like, that's enough for today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have any more fun. I'm not gonna do any more reading. I'm not gonna, like, watch any more YouTube. Nothing. I'm gonna go to bed. It's just, it sucks, like, hitting the end button on a day like that. Just being like, I've accomplished enough things. I've had enough fun for one day.
And that's how I felt like for the last, like, oh god, teammate. That's how I felt like for the last couple weeks, where I've been like, nope, got too much shit to do, gotta do shit. And so I was doing shit, and then since I finished those 2 Gundams...
really have you burn a candle at both ends.
Yeah. But I finished the 2 Gundams, and I'm like, well, Wednesday and Thursday, I don't, I only stream 2 hours, and so I was like, these Wednesday and Thursday this week, I'm just gonna not do shit. Like,
yeah, I remember
those
you
are my...
saying, like, I'm just gonna take it easy after this. I was like, yeah, that sounds nice.
Yep, I shaved, I showered, and then I just laid in bed for the rest of the night.
Evening.
And then when I'm done with this, same thing's gonna happen. I'm going to shower, and I'm not gonna do anything for the rest of the night. But then tomorrow, it's back to it again. I'm gonna break out my Angel, hold on, don't, if you're still listening, if you're not BRB AFKing, don't get too moist here. I'm gonna start building Liger Zero Jaeger. I'm very excited about.
Does that typically get her moist?
Yeah, it's a Zoid.
I was gonna ask if that was a Zoid. I was like, man, that sounds just like a Zoid, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what
Man,
you're doing.
Zoids are awesome. Yeah, Liger. I was like, God, that sounds like a fucking Zoid.
I've had the model kit forever. Well, there's a few that I've had for a very long time that I haven't started, but I was looking
broke the dam in my pants.
I'm not building a Rathian Angel.
That's pretty funny.
That reminds me, I've barely fought Rathians in the game. I need to, like, beat another Rathian.
I don't think there was like a story mission that like introduced Rathian and made you fight, because I remember it was the longest time before I fought one. I didn't even realize that it was. What's that?
Pink Rathian they introduced, not the regular one.
Oh yeah, okay. But I remember I did Rathalos first and had no idea that a Rathalos is kind of tougher than a Rathian. Like, you only need level 3 earplugs.
Fuck!
You only need level 3 earplugs for Rathian, you need level 5 for Rathalos. That kind of thing. Like, Rathian is like considered one rung lower. Yeah, I've got a book I have to get returned to the library in like a week, so I've been spending my extra time trying to get that done, so I don't have to. I'd like to just finish it and return it instead of having you have to like wait a day before you can rent it again. Which is just a whole big thing. It's like
That
an
makes
extra
sense.
trip to the library. Yeah, because it'd be shitty to just keep checking it out. But
Oh boy. I knew we would both have trouble with that one. Oh, score it for me!
No.
Oh!
I'm gonna dim the lights and put on some nice music and do some reading after this.
Oh, that was a bad place for that to go. That shit. I just need to keep going with those Gundams. I got one that's coming in the mail in the next couple of days.
How do you find room for so many? How many do you have?
You don't find room. You make room. Well, I mean, I can. If I knew where my phone was, probably in my actual. Nope, it's not. Can't.
Careful, she's already
Oh, I know
got
where it is.
a waterfall in her pants. Don't start talking about taking pants off.
Alright, I'm wearing gym shorts.
Yeah, gym shorts are great.
Look here, I'll take them off and show them to you on camera.
I'm not looking at
my-
the camera, but I can get there. You know,
My phone is downstairs in front of the knife holder thing. And
you want me to go get it for you?
Yeah, go get it for me. I was making my taco salad and watching some YouTubes. I'll take a picture of my Gundam collection when I'm.
Hey, it's the
So-
fish stick. One
Oh,
for
well
some,
done.
bro. Did he get a touch or did I just fucking miss? Yeah, he missed. Damn it.
I think the new quick chat meta should be if you get roasted on by another dude, you sound really surprised and compliment the guy.
What if
As
I
if,
don't know
like-
what to do?
Well, there's no quick chat, gender-specific quick chat. But you compliment them. You sound super surprised and you compliment them as if, holy shit, I can't believe you beat me.
Yeah.
You're so good.
It takes such an impressive feat of skill to best me.
Yeah. That's the new quick chat mode. And people are like, oh shit, oh wow. That guy must have knew what he was doing, but he still got roasted. He'll totally.
I'll do that with What a Save sometimes when I'm like, oh, here we fucking go, and then I'm just really pissed off that they saved it. Like, wow, congratulations. It really takes someone special to be able to block a shot of that caliber.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a save, Ashton.
Thanks. I didn't touch it.
Maybe we can check the tape. See that it's entirely your fault that I missed that. I didn't look. The update
Oh, fuck.
from Monster Hunter is on like the 4th, I think it said.
That's what you put in the Discord.
I don't know if that's a day that you normally would play Monster Hunter or not.
I don't know. When is that? Angel.
Calendar made.
Calendar made. Tell me, what day of the week is October 4th? Clean up those those dates.
Clean them dates up.
Organize them.
It's a Thursday.
No, it's a Thursday. Oh, thank you, Angel. I love you. You're the best. You
Yeah,
are
but
really.
how do
you
we
know,
know what we play on Thursdays? How could we know that?
you come through all the time with just
Excuse me?
your kind words and your talent and your the things that you do for me. You're just, you know, if I could just give you a nice massage, just a deep massage, I would do it.
To the foot?
No, no
Wow.
feet massage.
Sounds like you don't really care.
But I'll do anything else, and if you want your,
Lick the foot?
I'll lick your scalp. How about that?
Would you lick her fingernails?
Probably. It depends on.
What about the liver?
You would love a massage. Oh boy, it's getting steamy in here. Another thing that I've noticed ever since I've been Gundaming more is my hands have been more sore. Like the muscles of my fingers and shit.
You gotta say, calm down. Oh, they're on the team.
But I'm gonna have really strong hands after. And that's how you get women. Strong hands.
Yeah. I always go down to the annual strong hand competition to pick up the chicks. You know, you need to lift with the hands when you pick
Yeah,
them
not
up.
your back. Fuck up your back now. I don't like this. Is awkward.
That's another thing I hear at the strong hands competition constantly.
This is awkward.
Picking up the chicks.
Yeah, you can pick them up easy with the strong hands. But you put your pinky and your ring finger on the ground and have them cusped in your other three fingers. Then and you push them up. I'm trying to make a visual here, and it's hard. It's hard when I talk about this because it's so sexy. No. You envision like one of these that you lift them up. I don't care if it's not doesn't have equal weight distribution.
I saw a thing on Reddit that showed the bongo cat was kind of like being derpy, and it said, when you thought you were going to be the meme of the month, but then some jackasses with like a reverse, oh god, what's the
Gender bender?
Yeah, their gender bender like thing, fetish, made some kind of Bowser thing.
There was
Bongo cat was all mad.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw another one too that was like Bongo Cat was walking out of a house, then walked into the street, and then Bowsette driving a car ran the person over. It was like edited over real people. Oh. Stop hitting it, Hippo! Oh boy.
Oh my god. We really connived against our own destruction there.
You forgot about Ranked Rumble. We don't have a rank in there yet.
That's right.
Gotta get out the Rumble car. Yeah, real quick. Look at the car that
Oh, yeah, I have seen that. Okay, yeah, you're right.
I don't
Yeah,
like
'cause
it.
I think you've driven it once before.
Where's my Roadhog? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's standard.
I like how they're trying to branch out into other Mario characters, like the
Oh, yeah.
Chain Chomp, or Waluigi puts it on and it's just like still Waluigi. It's like you can't improve on perfection.
I haven't seen the Waluigi. I saw a whole bunch. I saw a blooper, and it turns into one of the characters from Splatoon. It's a girl that already wears a crown. If you were looking at my stream, you'd be able to see her in
I can look.
the webcam. Hold on. Oh, tell me. Hard looking.
I'm looking.
It's this character right here.
So it is 160p and
Oh.
very small, so I probably won't be able to tell anything. And now I'm looking at the game.
Oh, I thought I had tornado in the corner of my eye. No, I had like. Oh. I don't have boost. So this is...
It's also just impressive, not only how many skilled artists there are willing to just fuck around for an internet joke. Oh, what a play! You pass it and then boost him. Oh, destroyed that defense. But it's amazing just how many good artists are just kind of like, oh, I'll add to the meme.
And they just turn out the content too. Like
Yeah, and
it
it's
was
an
like done in a couple
explosion
days.
of content. It's crazy how fast they are and how good they are at it. Oh, you're lucky. My magnet was about to steal some credit there.
I know Chi in Captain's Stream. He's wanting to make a Bowsette. I want to see what he turns out.
Could you imagine being able to draw your own hand?
Oh fuck! I mean, the whole. It's just cause like you'd have to stare at it for a while, and you just kind of be like,
Probably would
eh.
get bored of it by the time it was done. A lot of artists like to hate their music by the time they're done with it.
Oh yeah, dude. That's a big reason why I can't like make music is because I was starting to hate it.
You guys make it sound hard.
What's up, Fragile Mind? How you doing?
That's pretty much all we've been doing. Making it sound
We make
hard.
it. It really isn't. What isn't hard?
Yeah, you're on a delay from when we actually read what you wrote, so you have to be more specific. Give us some context.
You talking about
Is
the
it
art?
Drawing? Drawing's not hard. You might have to
Let me-
disagree with you there.
Let me tell you, I can't draw.
Just because you can doesn't mean it's easy.
I can do vector art really easily, so you know. Confused. Context fragile. How you doing though? I hope you're alright. Things are good.
Did I just get Goku Quiz 2 times in a row?
You're good at drawing. Oh, Miss Bragg. Yeah. Oh. I think he.
Not fast. What kind of things do you like to draw? I took art in high school and was pretty bad.
I think he's helped that.
I did really enjoy doing. I really liked those like oil pastel ones that you could like get in with your fingers and blend it together. I love that. I love taking
Ooh, getting in there with your fingers and just blending it, huh?
yeah, exactly.
Going to town.
In doing like reflections in like a lake and like taking the trees and then drawing them and then like drawing them again in the lake, but then like rubbing the blue into it so it looked like a reflection of the water. Had a lot of fun with that. I thought that was cool.
I think I was bad at that too. Pretty much anything that was art related in cool. I did not. Oh, I could draw some like tribal.
You made that
shit.
kick-ass jack-o'-lantern. That looked really good.
Jack-o'-lantern. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that was vector art. Like I can do vector art. It's because I'm like, I can.
Humanoid creatures. Yeah, it's got a
Like-
math element to it, so of course you're gonna be good at it.
Plus, I just have to like pull these like levers and shit to make it look good. And my mind already has this like kind of swoopy idea of looking at art that like like how tribal is, right? Tribal's got a lot of like, depending on the tribal, it's got a lot of curves. Makeup. Hard to describe, all right?
I think I get it.
Fragile hasn't answered yet. I still want to know. I'm so confused still.
When you say humanoid creatures, are we talking like mythical, like centaur type stuff? Elves?
Furries.
Ah, now I get it. I used to draw Dragon Ball Z back in the day before it became the devil's work.
Who punched me?
Me.
Those vector art things, I can churn them out pretty fast, but there's not much to them, so I don't know.
I did draw some like elves, because I was super into Lord of the Rings back in high school. Technically furries. Technically sounds like is.
Well, it is furry, but I thought he was gonna get
I
it.
don't want the judgment. don't judge me.
Oh no, you didn't hear a question, Reese. You came in and you said a couple of things, and then I didn't know exactly what you meant by it. We make it sound hard, but it isn't.
Yeah, we were talking about how people churn out artwork for the memes so fast, and you said it isn't hard. And if anyone tells us something's not hard, we usually get upset.
No more Chinese laundry.
What?
What does that mean? Is there's got to be some like hip lingo or something that I'm just missing. Oh, damn, that wasn't gonna go in.
Yeah, I wasn't saying shame. No shame. If you didn't think Lola Bunny from Space Jam was hot, then you're lying to yourself.
I don't really care about. I just say furries because it's
No more Chinese laundry.
I'm trying to figure out what that means in my head. But I wouldn't doubt your internet's bad there, Fragile. You have like snow internet or something.
I've seen some furry stuff that was like lizardy or like dragon, like scales and shit. That seems I don't get that because that sounds painful. Can you imagine? Like rough like dragon scales? Ugh.
I mean, if it's your fantasy though, the dragon
Are they
scales.
soft and fuzzy?
Sure, why
scales?
not?
Well, then that makes more sense to me. But like, holy shit! I can't imagine rubbing up against. Nice.
Plus the vagine, man. The
Or like,
vagine's still.
Right, but that's not the only thing I'm gonna touch.
Oh, I suppose. Whatever.
Like, I
Don't
gotta
talk
wear,
directly to me.
I gotta wear
Oh,
gloves.
Fragile.
I gotta wear gloves just to enjoy it.
What's up there, Sean? Long time no see, man. Must be like a
Doesn't
Rocket League god at this
sexual.
point.
That sounds lame.
Scalies.
I'm gonna draw something and not find it sexual. Oh no!
Oh,
I
Jesus.
ruined it.
Do have some dragon characters. Yeah, but do you fuck them? Oh, I thought I had. I'm looking in the corner of my eye and not seeing it. Have you ever felt a snake? Yeah. I've lifted up like small little garden snakes. Really? Super smooth and soft. Yeah. The one I was holding, it was. It's a very interesting texture. It's like almost like a silk.
Yeah, to be fair, I said dragon scales, and
No!
I guess we don't have any scientific evidence on dragon scale. Well, I scored that.
Thanks for the Twitch sub there, Sean. I appreciate it. Mr. Sensation. Thanks a million, man. You gotta like hop in some games with us at some point again. Women are just fun to draw in general. Yeah, they're more interesting. Like men are they just look gross.
Yeah,
like anyone I date in the future, I feel real bad for them.
Have you seen a dick? They're like disgusting.
They're like weird worms.
Thank God ladies like get a kick out of it, because I don't get it. They're awful.
And boobs are, and they girls got like the curves and shit.
Oh my God, the curves. And,
So
like, the
good.
softness. And like pretty hair. So much better.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. If right now, if I could choose to be a girl on command temporarily, I would.
That's fucking like, yeah, that's pretty tempting.
Plus, they have nice voices too, but you don't really draw the voices. You just like draw a waveform. You're like, oh man, isn't that
look
nice?
How great that voice is.
Oh, it's so good. You've been traveling too much? Oh, really? You're in a hotel right now?
Yeah, there's just no denying that, like, aesthetically, the curves are much nicer.
What state are you in? Oh, in Colorado or what?
Being able to blame your poor play on the hotel internet is nice, though.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for the Craigasm bits there, Fragile Man. Appreciate it. The 100 Craigasm bits. I love the animation. It's so good. I'm glad you're in this conversation, guys, rather than the one we had earlier. It was a bit less
The rape.
the rape one. Yeah, oh boy. I mean, we were saying bad things. Just it's not pleasant for people to talk about.
Rape. Rape is bad. We did. Say
Yeah.
We weren't saying bad things about rape.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you're into.
Just out of context quotes all the time. Just clipping stuff and getting me in trouble. Just take the audio, splice it apart, and then.
Yeah, we're in ranked rumble.
Are we
We are
grand champs? No, we're
Grand eggplant, excuse you.
well, last I checked, we were gold.
Did we get ranked? I thought we were still in placement.
Yeah, but the people we went up against last game were
That's
gold.
right.
So,
So, Sonics just hasn't realized our power yet.
yeah. They will soon enough. We're too good at this. Look at that shit. Do you like that? There's a few quotes I could add, but that would be bad probably. Well, it depends on the quote. You gotta make them a little.
If the person
a
was
little
trying
bad.
really hard for the joke, then probably not. But if we
Yeah.
organically, like if we fuck something up while we're talking, or if it just sounds really bad out of context without us realizing it, that's the good stuff. Those are the good quotes.
Yeah.
If it's
No,
gonna get Ashton banned from Twitch, it's probably worth it, I would say.
Yeah. I've added some. Oh, I've added some bad stuff to Katniss before. Like, I usually use the poop to make people go away from me. Like, alright, well, that one's good. So you won't get them in trouble. I have the Chinese slippery one.
Chinese laundry? Did we ever get an
No.
explanation on that?
Oh, yeah, we never did. Fragile. Can you hear me? Fragile. Hello? Hello? Is your internet not taking it? Hello? What's Chinese laundry?
Just the weirdest autocorrect ever.
I was really curious. And your internet died, so you couldn't answer.
I feel like cat girls are probably the most accepted of the furry group.
Oh.
Because
It depends on the level of cat, too.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like low-level cat of like just the little tooth or like the ears? Like just that is like super common. So
It's
I
called
think,
Echo Mimi.
yeah,
by the way.
So oh, I tried. Damn, we gotta be careful. Atlantis.
It was Atlantis. Hold on. Stargate Atlantis? Because you're really talking,
shit.
you're singing my tune there.
Oh shit.
But if it's that cartoon Atlantis thing, I don't.
Oh, that Disney one was great. That Disney movie, Atlantis, was awesome. That Russian guy with the explosives was awesome.
No, Sean, I'm not gonna mod you, especially after that quote.
I got free, so they're not getting us.
Plus, you're never here, man. I get really sad you're never here. Oop, I don't want to report the server, please.
Laser wave.
I just got laser wave too. It looks like we're both synced up on that.
But
Hold on, what's the joke though?
I've seen the Atlantis movie, and I don't recognize.
Mod me
Oh.
so I can ban myself. The cartoon. Oh, okay. It takes her a little bit to get the messages too, because someone's got to throw a snowball with the internet packet at her igloo, and then.
I've seen the first Disney movie. Don't remember Chinese laundry in it.
Good this map.
Oh, the Russian guy with explosives? When did he say Chinese laundry?
Oh shit, wrong. I'm unfocused. Ah! Ban agent. Oh boy, that was scary. Oh boy!
Is that the right direction? Yeah, we're cool. Okay.
There's a quote from Vinny. I watch Vine Sauce. Are you talking about that, Vinny? Russian guy with the. Yeah, but what's it mean though? I'm still confused on what it means. Does he explode people and so they just turn into laundry, and he doesn't like Chinese people, so.
Unless there's a lot I have misremembered from the movie, no, that's not it. I do remember him blowing up the bridge, though. That was great. Kaboom.
Explain the joke. It's a lot funnier when you explain jokes. Umbro understands that.
Yeah. That's,
He was having
that's
a.
practically lore at this point.
He had a stutter earlier about
Micro.
Mike Rowe.
Wow, so we're like 2 levels deep on having to understand that Chinese laundry reference.
When Vinny is talking about how he got into explosives, he's talking about how his parents owned a florist shop next to a Chinese laundry. All right. Because 1 minute I was checking the rows, and then boom, no more Chinese. Oh, because it exploded. Oh. You know, Fragile. If there's anything close, the closest thing I think to an orgasm is when you really need to know something, and you want to know something, and you don't know it, but then somebody finally explains it to you, and you get it, and you're like, oh, Oh, thank God.
Especially
not
if it's
s-
like a really interesting reveal. If you're like, oh wow, that really? It's so satisfying.
It was an interesting little story there. So. I'm not saying you gave me an orgasm or anything. I mean,
You're not
it-
saying
I'm-
that that didn't happen either.
yeah, I'm not saying that didn't happen either. I'm just saying.
Just comparing it to that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm on stream, so I might as well be having it. But it's a Craigasm, not an orgasm. Oh boy! Oh, it's sunny. Is Van Doe? Does he have a... Right, I got Goku fist right as that happened. Look at that. Eat my Goku. Oh, Team Nature. Destiny. Driving. Oh, my Goku fist ran out. Oh, there's 2 Spikemen. Let's just keep it away from the Spikemen.
Have you seen that furry chart where it's like level 1 is like, yeah, it's just a cat girl, everyone likes those. And like level 2 is like, okay, we're getting there now. Level 3 is like, alright, this is starting to get weird. Level 4, like, you're definitely a furry. And then level 5 is just like a cat. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, that half of that is mine. Half of that bit belongs to me.
Oh, thanks for the 1 bit there, Sean. What does it say? Please donate half of this to Sumbro. Sumbro's not on the payroll. I'm sorry. That 1 cent's gonna go towards my new capture card.
Wow. Well, then I own half of that capture card.
You guess you need to up your sexual prowess there. Fragile. Yeah. Well, when you gave that delivery, your hip cramped up, and well, I could tell your hip cramped up when you were typing that. It's an inside joke. It's a Fragile in me joke, and
I wasn't even paying
and
attention,
Angel.
honestly.
He was there too. He's just as much of a part of the stream as you. Yeah. You know what else is just as much of a part of my stream? My capture card. I don't like how much capture card, how much it compresses my visual.
Have we lost a Rumble game tonight?
I think we lost one. Maybe no, we didn't. Yes. Oh no! Oh, him and his magnets. He's just pulling it in. Oh boy. I did tell Sumbro though, if I ever got big enough to where I was making enough dollars to like pay for basically my internet and my equipment and stuff, then I would give Sumbro a proportion of money.
I'd get my cut.
How much does my capture card cost? The new one? I don't know. I think it's pretty expensive. It's like 400 or like 300 or some shit.
Oh.
It probably will take me a long time to get there, but I'll probably buy it beforehand and just use a proportion of the money. It's the PCIe Elgato card.
Damn, we're pretty close to being ranked.
Because right now, I'm on the I'm using the USB 2.0 Elgato, and it does some pretty hefty what is it, H.264 or whatever encryption before it sends it over the line. If it was in line, it would be a lot better. Plus, there's a lot less delay on my output over there. Jesus, yeah, exactly. But like, that's literally the next step up. It sucks. There is a Type C one, but then I would have to get a Type C PCIe card because I don't have a Type C port. So
Which one are you looking at, Angel? I think I've these charts.
what chart?
Probably the furry charts. I know.
Oh, the furry charts. Oh, okay. So either way, the next step up is gonna be. Ugh.
Yeah, I love when it just goes full cat. Oh, bunny one. I haven't seen that.
But like, I play a lot of like Rocket League's a very fast motion type game.
Holy shit, we're in this map.
Yeah, I haven't been in this map in a while. A lot of motion going on, and there's lots of crusty.
Really good art too. Damn, now you got me curious.
Oh well.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Well, I'll kill it. I don't exactly know what. What do you mean I'll kill it? You're talking to Angel? There was like 2 conversations happening there. And it's also kind of late. In fact, it's past Sunbrow's time to sleep.
Yeah, but everybody's in the thing, and we're almost ranked now.
Yeah, we can wait till we get ranked. But I'll get my hand on a good capture card eventually. Oh, do it!
How about that shit?
And then there's a
Oh,
couple.
like a Disney character or something, I guess. This is mecha furry.
Bunny chicks. Oh. He's cute.
Bunnies are adorable. And so
I don't-
furry and soft.
I don't like her number 4 form. It's just kind of. I think that's the point.
Bunnies and cats, they're so great. Wait, you gonna do something with that? Alright.
No, I'm gonna miss. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, get it in there. Stick it in there. Yes.
Alright, we are crushing it.
I mean, it is only 8:15. Well, hold on, Frank.
Well, you'll kill it. That's Archer. When he says,
Oh,
can we put it in its brain? He goes, well, he died. He's like, not the bunny, you idiot, the microchip. It's a good show.
oh, I'm glad you got that. It zoomed right over my head. I haven't seen Archer, really. And I'm sorry, but to be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan.
Oh, what a block! You should get half of the credit for that one.
Yeah, you should give me half of your points.
As long as I'm still getting half of that bit that Sean said.
Half a cent.
Alignment furry purist. What is a furry purist? Is that where? Is that for people who are only at the far end of the spectrum?
Oh boy. I thought that said tornado a second ago, Sean. When I glanced at it real quick, I was in a tornado. Just hanging out.
For work. Earlier
work.
this year for work.
I had to travel for the tornado. No, holy shit. Or it made me travel. I stayed at a hotel, and I guess there was a furry convention there. Oh, that would have been sweet to experience, actually. I've always wanted to go to one of those, but not like have to make the effort to go to one of those. You know what I mean? I want one to just fall in my lap, a furry convention.
Yeah, and you know, I'd have to bring my suit and everything. Ugh. I see. Alignment Fury. Fury. They so if you're a purist, you want it like, I guess that would be more towards the actual animal. If I'm a dirty casual, if I'm in the 2 to 3 range.
Fragile, by the way, if you want to know some context on this stuff, I do have a Discord if you want to join it. We post shit in there. Angel posted one of the one bunny picture.
You're also gonna get a whole bunch of notifications, just so you know, unless you turn those off.
Yeah, you can turn them off. You can actually turn off notifications for a particular like section.
Yeah. Yeah, the one time I actually muted a channel is your announcement one. Now I actually like really need it because I know to like turn my stream on and shit. See the new GIF every day, so I had to like undo that. I had to unmute. Ugh.
I mute most of the Discords I'm part of. I have Captain K's like doesn't send me push notifications, but it still has notifications, which is nice. Oh, I really hope I booted him enough. No! It felt like it went through me. Oh no.
All the way through?
All the way through. I don't have public notifications on. Well, that's good. You don't want them for my Discord anyway.
What
You're
the
just
fuck
gonna
is
see.
Kirby? All I saw was Kirby.
Species rebel anatomy neutral. Oh shit. Yeah, if you think that horse notification was anticlimactic, you're gonna think the Discord really is. You're like, oh, this drivel again. Oh no.
I usually don't see people add reactions to shit that's posted because you don't get a notification for that.
Yeah. Captain K's Discord has got me used to looking at that because they love their notifications. And frankly, I kind of like it. It's a good way to respond to something, but not actually like respond.
Yeah.
It's like I feel an emotion, but I don't know how to put it in words. Bam. Oh, and by the way, if you have any suggestions for emotes
I feel
of a
like
certain
Good Noodle might actually be worth our time now.
for like good night
Yeah.
or like goodbye or something.
I guess we can just say it. We don't have to have the emote for it.
Well, I'm just saying in the Discord. Holy shit.
Are you kidding me?
I know the other day I was thinking, I wish I had a emote right now in the Discord for like heroic. I get a heroic emotion. And I wish I had one the other day for like proud of yourself or something. One-on-one. Because on the Discord I can have up to 50 emotes.
Judy Hopps from the Zootopia movie. That's another one I've been seeing on the Reddits. Another one contributing to the moral downfall of society. Just a whole new generation of rabbit obsessed.
You have to join.
Lightning McQueen. Holy shit.
All right, later, Sean. Let's play sometime.
Good
man.
noodle, Sean. Take care.
Get your butt in here and play a video game. But you know my schedule, so.
That bottom row is fucking bananas.
Radical furry anarchy with lightning. True neutral SpongeBob. Holy shit. That's a good chart right there. That is.
Alright, this is gonna be my last one.
Is this the one we get ranked on?
Hopefully. Pac-Man?
Back. Yeah.
We're gonna be eating some ghosts up in here?
Oh, I couldn't froze it. I couldn't let it. But I let it go. I guess. I gave it the let it go. Oh. Dude, I'm gonna have such a nice shower after this. Holy shit. You know you're tired when all you're excited for is a shower. And I didn't even do anything that hard today. It was just fucking trying to install an OS.
Yeah, today was one of those days where it went from getting poured on, just the skies just were rent asunder, to punish me for my iniquities. And then 30 minutes later, the sun was shining, and it was like 95 degrees. So sweating and getting rained on. So let me tell you how much I enjoyed my shower. I finally made it home. That thing? What are you talking about?
I don't. Has no front or back. Oh, he's talking about a car? It's just grog. Somebody has a grog? I don't have a grog. I think he's talking about my car, but no one's got a grog.
The wrong guy. Yeah, like, I think at this point, just anything somewhat animal-like is gonna be Discord. Discord, goddammit, is gonna be considered furry. Anything anthropomorphic gets labeled furry now. Which, that is fine. Doesn't have to actually be furry, I guess.
So you realize I'm on
Discord
mobile.
links.
I did not know that, Fragile. I did not know that was... I'd never mobile. I don't know mobile very well.
Perfectly
My bad.
balanced. That's a reference to a movie.
Well, here, I'll just say the link to you, and you can type it into your browser. Oh shit! But you can't open multiple apps. What do I do? I'll put a link in the no, I can't put it in the Discord. You should have seen the horror that happened in order to join Captain's Discord. Oh god. I'm curious now, actually. Oh, nice. No! Oh. Yeah. Here, combo power. Combo power, son, bro. I'm trying to help. You can send me.
help.
Yeah, I can send you a message on Discord. I'll do that. Yeah, I can PM you. Oh boy, that was close. Well, I have punch, so... Oh, it's fuck.
Instead of punching instead of spiking the punch, you punch the spike. Guys, the jokes only get better the later I stay up.
Oh, I get it.
And so do the goals, just not that one.
Ah! Oh god. Oh god, I'm getting hit.
Oh, why did I...
Ooh, that might be a goal if no one touches it. No, I didn't cookser it. Oh, oh yeah, nice one. Oh,
We got 50 seconds to keep our streak alive.
get out of here.
Get us a good ranking. Oh no.
I can't. I don't have the power. I had nothing.
I'm also like leaning back in my seat at this point. I have been since we went to Rumble.
This is
actually.
literally the most intense shit I've done.
Brave little toaster. No. My childhood.
Because he was flipping like that. Because he was... Oh, I need to explain to the guy. He doesn't understand why his ice didn't work. Oh,
I'm okay with the loose definition, but I'd rather Brave Little Toaster not be furry. That low punny is 100% furry. There's no question. Littlefoot has another blast from my childhood.
we didn't know.
Alright, let's not leave early so we can see what we got. I hate the way the avatar borders just eat your avatar picture.
Flat through. Yeah, that's true. I don't like that either.
Div 4 though, we're close.
Yeah, we're almost to diamond in Rumble. But you have to understand too, we started at like 0. Like literally our Rumble rank was at like whatever the initial rank is, which is like 200, 500 or 0 or whatever. Because it was its own MMR that created. So we started from the bottom, now we here.
Wow, that could be a really good song. You should write that.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I grew up in Compton,
Right.
right?
I remember that. I remember you saying that. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. I was rumbling. You know, I was doing the rumble and the bumble, as we like to call it. I was dropping my bars. I was like, yo, you punch the ball in the goal, not into my hole.
Keep it going. This shit's hot.
Use the magnet to fool them. You don't... So you can end up ruining them.
No, you've ruined it. It's all.
No, it was good.
You've lost the flow.
I haven't been practicing.
We talked about Pokemon that get turned into Rule 34, and Lopunny and Gardevoir in the first two as the most commonly.
When they're already anthropomorphic,
Yeah.
and they're cute and they're grill looking, then they get turned.
Yeah. Those two in particular were always going to be.
Then Blaziken and Lucario are pretty popular.
I was surprised about Blaziken. I have seen Blaziken furry stuff, and I was surprised because I didn't think of Blaziken. Lucario doesn't surprise me.
I'm trying to think of other anthropomorphic creatures.
Jinx.
No, that one isn't.
It's too
I mean,
racist.
Just the body shape is real weird. You're a Blaziken fan. Is that a blush? Is that a blush face? That looks like a dead fish.
Well, I believe Blaziken's my favorite Pokemon. I've tried to settle on just one, and Blaziken always comes back.
A lot of Pokemon I like. I don't know who's my favorite anymore. To be honest.
Yeah, it would be tough to pick one, but I tell you, Blaziken is always one of the first that springs to mind. I just think that is one of the coolest goddamn Pokemon ever made.
My latest favorite are probably Kartana. That one would be weird to furry. And then
How do you spell that? Because I'm getting Cortana.
Kartana, I believe. It's like an origami Pokemon.
Ah, interesting.
And Celesteela, I believe. It's a fucking like bamboo rocket girl.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
What is?
Celesteela.
Oh, did you search for it? Did you see it?
So fucking cool.
It's really cool looking. It's like bamboo mixed with space shuttle,
Arms.
mixed with girl. Like it's a girl with a dress on.
That is fucking killer.
It's a great design.
I want to see it like in motion in battle.
And then I like Necrozma too because Necrozma is like, whoa, Angel.
Oh, shit,
Yo.
look at that.
That's dope. That's dope. Hold on. Fragile might not experiencing this. And I don't really care because the game's practically over. Look at that shit.
That is
That is
really
cool.
neat, yeah.
It just looks like Big Punch Girl. Like. Hold on.
It's like rockets and a fist.
It's so good. It reminds me kind of the model kit that I just bought. That's gonna be in the mail here pretty soon. I saw it because I was like, "Yo, that's awesome," because it's just Punch Girl. Like it's girl with big. You would have to see my stream, bro. Actually, see what I'm talking about.
Hang on a second. I can pull that up on my Computadora. Yeah, Mew is such a classic. It's how can you not like Mew? I remember just like Mew being just so like mystical and just like the idea, the thought of legendary at the time. I just thought Mew because it's so much, so special compared to all the other Pokemon.
I put in the Discord room.
I actually did get to see it before you.
I like the idea of just like
That's really
punch fist girl.
and super short skirt.
Get that out of there. Well, yeah, she's got. I mean, it's Japanese. She's got short.
It's just so like you have to have it. But I love those arms. That's really cool.
Yeah, I love it. They also can be like claws. Some shit.
Did you watch Big O?
I
Big
watched
Robot?
a little bit of it. Yeah.
He had those awesome like pistons that would slide
Yeah.
out of his arms and then like slam forward and shoot air. That was so cool.
That's what hers are supposed to be too. I think they're called pile drivers.
They're like pneumatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mew was a great choice. Just being able to like fly and make the energy bubble. Mew's awesome. It's like a cute alien cat. It can fly and it's so mysterious.
Fragile, do you like Pokemon? 'Cause I know you like Nintendo stuff and whatnot, but I don't know if you like Pokemon.
This girl
don't remember.
with the punch arms is very reminiscent of 2B and Nier Automata.
Oh yeah, and the coloring too. Oh, that might be another reason why I like it.
Is this just like something they made just for this like model, or is this from something?
No, I believe it's a girl version of an actual robot. Maybe. I thought Fragile and I thought we talked about. Oh, she might be gone actually. So there's like an anime, or not. There isn't an anime. There was a robot line called Frame Arms that were just robots. And Frame Arm girls are based off of Frame Arms. But I'm not seeing.
That's another thing they're really good at in anime is like taking an idea like that and giving it just like a kick-ass name. Like it's massive mechanical arms. What do we call them? And then frame arms. You hear that and it just kind of like sticks in your head. It just
Well,
makes sense.
The arms aren't called frame arms. It's all the robots are called frame arms.
Oh,
Like a mobile suit, right? Mobile
Right,
suit
yeah.
Gundam. They're called frame arms, and she's specifically called Architect for some reason.
that's
I don't
what
know
mean,
why
like,
she's-
they give like really succinct, catchy names for stuff.
But yeah, well,
Like you say mobile suit and it just immediately makes sense in my brain. That just
and it sounds cool too.
it does sound cool.
There's the other frame arms kits that I got, and obviously they stole the names from like Norse or whatever, but they're called Pressvelger.
Hmm.
And I'm like, God, that sounds cool. Yeah, it's spelled Hresvelgr. Pressvelger. And I got regular Hresvelger and Hresvelger invert. And they're really good. Find my link to my Fragile left before I could end the stream and tell her thanks. Well, shucks. Well, shucks, buddy. Discord. The wink to the Discord. Here. Oh, but good stream. Lots of people stopping by.
Yeah, I'm gonna regret it tomorrow, but it was kind of fun to stick around and talk to everybody. We had a whole gang going.
View profile. Then message. Message. Bam. That's the last to be her friendo too. Oh shit. Oh no. How do I ask her to be friendo from here? Add friend. Go. Okay. Well, tomorrow's gonna be another wacky laggy day, but Rocket League's fun, but still, I'm still looking forward to Monster Hunter a little bit more.
Yeah, it's the fresher one. And Rocket League's a nice balance. You can spice it in some like actual talking. Like we talked about way more shit in one day than we would in 5 nights of Monster Hunter.
It's true. A nice chatty session.
But I too am just counting the days until we can do it. I gotta log in and get my daily bonus. Speaking of which, I haven't played any Monster Hunter today, guys. Oh,
I miss.
what's wrong?
I miss a lot of the login bonuses.
Oh, that's another reason I'm good on cash right now.
Yeah,
It was a good
session.
sesh. I enjoyed it. Learned some cool new Pokemons. Furry charts.
What do you owe mine? Oh boy. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna head out.
What's the Omar?
Remember, no Monster Hunter. Oh, yeah.
It's awful. Can you believe it? I have till I think they said it updates at like 3 o'clock Eastern, so as long as I log in before 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll still get it.
Oh, did you know, Sunbro? Here's a quick did you know fact.
Did you know gaming? What?
On this episode of Did You Know Gaming Rocket League Edition, did you know the start screen like map that you're on is a like different render, a more high quality 3D render than the actual map.
I kind of thought it was.
So they can't just shove any map into the main menu because they need a higher quality version that meets the required file structure and all that. So I did not know this. I read it online one day.
I kind of thought it was, but I was just assuming. So that's kind of
Yeah.
cool to find that out. All right, guys, I've had lots of fun. It is time for the good noodle.
The good noodle.
We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye, Sombra.
Yeah.
And stream Angel. I love you, Angel. And Fragile, I know you're not listening, but thank you. Thank you for the bits. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being cool. Thank you, Sean, for the subscribe. Thank you, Aaron, for the 50 bits. And I'm out of here. Tomorrow's Rocket League, 8 o'clock. Love you.